Hello, and welcome back to Road to Camp. This is episode 2, and I'm starting this off right now. I am doing fire making. Main reason is, as you can see, I need to burn around 700 more logs to get that comp requirement. I did get the Inferno ads, which makes me actually pretty glad I did this before woodcutting, because that does give me a hatchet to use, and I did not have a dragon hatchet, by the way. I just used this little... I would use a rune hatchet or go to DKs or something. So that actually does speed up my woodcutting, which is going to be nice. I'm pretty close to the woodcutting anyways, but as you can see, I only need to cut around 274 logs, so it shouldn't be too bad. It's around 10 inventories. An inventory takes about 2 minutes. It would take me around 20 minutes. Basically, I'm just going to keep doing the skilling requirements for now, and then I am going to Dunge, and I will finish Dunge, and then I will probably start going for the Prestige before I do the completion, or actually I might do the PVM stuff before the Prestige, because that does give me a lot of ranged experience. Either way, we're going to find out how all that is going to go after I'm done with this one and woodcutting, which I'll be back then. I'm just resuming now because I wanted to say that I banked 120 fire making. Main reason is, well, if I'm just going to be 40 mil XP away from it, I might as well have the logs to do that 40 mil, so whenever I'm bored I can just come here, you know, and just throw logs into a fire and get a non-combat 120. I also have cooking banked. Basically these two are going to be 120 probably by the time I comp actually. But basically, just having no non-combat 120s is pretty nice. I mean, I do like to wear my HP cape, as you can see. It's pretty much always what I wear with this. Well, actually, I kind of like this outfit right now, but it'll be worn with anything, really. Hopefully, this will be replaced by cooking or fire making. Who knows how they look? I have never seen anyone wear either. My guess is because they either look crap or are just too pointless for people to get. But I figure, because you have to do the comp requirement of burning 2,500 logs, I'll show you in a second again. Let's see if I can whip it on my comp book. I'm actually going to put this in like the top of my skilling tab quickly. That should be enough for now. I'll just put this right here. Anyways, yeah. As you can see right here, you need to burn 2,500 logs, and if you do that with magic logs, which you should really, because I do believe you can buy a type of log somewhere in here in the skilling shops, but if you're gonna go ahead and do it all with whatever log you can buy, I don't even know if you can buy any, probably just magic logs, you would do it anyways, because they would give you a lot more XP, and they're not even that expensive. I bought like 800 for 23 mil, which would mean around 25k each. Let's see how much that would be, and XP wise I mean. I have to consider that I am a donator and I'm getting extra XP, but basically it's like 1 GP and XP. That's around 20 mil XP. So if you're not really buying magic logs for your fire making, I think you really should. You'll end up with around 60 mil if you're a donator like me, and perhaps around 50% less of that. You'd be around 45 mil, I believe. Or maybe around 40 mil. And basically, you're just pretty close to getting 120 at that point. You're not on like the 10 mils anymore, and you just might as well, really. If you get time, you know, when you're bored, you just come here and burn logs. Cooking has just been something I have had since before reset. But I played 3 months ago. I came back like 3 days ago, but I played 3 months ago, before the server was completely reset, other than stats. And basically, I did some cooking, and I was around 40 mil XP, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna come back to that as well. Bought a lot of sharks, and I've gained around 15 million, or no, actually it's around 20 million cooking experience. 25 million in fact, and basically it's just gonna go for 120 in that as well. Dodge is gonna come after fire making and woodcutting, by the way, which I'm gonna do right after fire making. They're just over there. There's like 5 magic trees, and I only need to cut around 300, which is 10 inventories, as I said, so should be good with that as well. One thing I didn't anticipate for is the ones I'm going to cut, which I might just empty at this point because I already have the logs for 120 fire making. So what I might do is just empty the logs I get from that, or I'll just keep for fletching, who knows. Because, well, fletching just, it's an alright cape. I do believe it's working correctly. So the particles on the yellow capes, I do believe are fine because they're just taken away from the trim cape. Now, something that they do not have in the source code, I don't believe, is the particles for random capes, such as white, red, green, orange, you know. There's just none of those, so they have to be customed, like this one. Which don't look bad, but I would much rather have a real 120 HP cape. Also, the colors are they're not vibrant enough. They need to be lighter, in my opinion. But I'm not going to complain, you get them anyways. It's more, it looks cooler than wearing just a comp or a Mbscape, honestly. But when I do get the comp cape, I believe I will wear it more often than these because, I mean, it's also got stats, but these not being exactly as they are on Mbscape, they're not exactly worth wearing over 120 or over comp cape, in my opinion. You see, if they were like exactly like on RS3, I would probably consider that because they do look awesome and they're not very hard to get. Actually, you know, if you guys are watching this, the owner admins or whatnot, I do believe that if you could make the colors more vibrant and perhaps reduce the particles a little bit on all of the non-yellow particle capes, so, you know, like HP, cooking, and whatnot. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that cooking is like that as well. If that does happen, and they become more vibrant and have a little bit less particles, then people would go for them a lot more, and people would wear them a lot more if they just looked better. I'm not saying that they look bad, they look good, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna be back now when I'm done fire making. Hey guys, and welcome back. I have got a new outfit now. It's pretty nice. It's a sour hide with Blue Ranger boots and just my defense cape. But that's not the reason I'm recording. The main reason is because I now have the lumberjack set, and I also now have the fire making part of it. So there is both of the requirements that I need to do for the scaling parts. I now can just prestige and get all my my PVM here done. So like a bunch of Sunfreet, Nex, Bork, Calfight Queen, Corporal Beast, Mad Max, and KBD. I need to kill all of those quite a few times, and I will be able to get my comp kit. Alright. I'm doing KBD right now because this thing is probably one of the most annoying complex it's looking like. I have to kill 50 of him. So I'm just going to do that quickly. I'm using this gear. It's not exactly the most efficient. I'm just not using the Dragon Defender. I'm using the Dragon Defender because anti-shield is crap. Honestly, it's just crap. It doesn't give any stats. I don't have a DFS, and I'm not willing to spend money on a DFS. Anyways, this thing is quite weird because it does drop 25D leather, which is currently useless, but I am going to collect it. The main reason is it could be useful at one point in the game. Also, there's a hunter lamp, which is really good because I want that 120. There's 15 out of 50 kills. I mean, I need to kill 35 more of these. It's not exactly the most fun thing in the world. Also, he kills your Titan like you would kill a goblin or something. It's just like 3 hits it or some shit. It's just not nice because you just have to keep summoning your Titan again. I've had to buy like an inventory of them like 3 times now, and holy fuck, that was not needed. Let's not do that again. If I forget my prey mage here, I basically just take a load of damage. And look at that, like, the Titan's already almost dead, and I need to summon another one as soon as he dies because Titans are weak against Game Black Dragon. That's probably one of the only problems I see with this boss is that he just attacks your monsters. Well, everything he does. Attacks your familiars, and then he poisons them and just does loads of damage because it can't spray mage or it can't anti-fire, so it just dies. There's 117 dunge. I just got 118 dunge. I forgot to record, but next level will be 919, which is 10 mil XP away from 120. Should be getting pretty close now. I'll also have a bunch of tokens saved up. I don't know what I'll spend those on, but we'll have to see. Maybe XP. I mean, there's a few codecs I need to get still, so we'll see. I purchased myself a Charming Imp, which is 400k tokens, by the way, so there goes like 16 mil Dunge XP that I could have just used on getting shield and XP, but hey, it's okay because I got the Charming Imp now. Basically, I might go for 120 summoning. Might as well collect. I think it's around 2k blues or something like that. I'm not too sure. Someone said they took them like 1.4k. They're an extreme donator, so if I get like 2k blues, I should have enough for like 120 plus like all my crimsons and stuff that I'll have by then. Basically, I'll just use it everywhere now and just farm up a bunch of charms, and we'll see what happens. And there is 119 Dunge. I only have one level to go, guys, and I have max total. There's 120 Dunge. Yay! It said 120 and all. I have 199 and all skills again for some reason. So that's like the second time I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna get it a third time as well because they're resetting construction soon. So yeah, I'm gonna go buy the cape now and show my book. Something's weird about how you buy the Dunge cape. You have to go here and buy it from this guy instead of the regular 120 person, and it only costs 120k, which is just weird. Although it's the real cape, so I can't really complain about it. Usually this guy sells all the custom master capes, but here's the Dunge one. It looks cool. It's the real one, of course, as all the other ones are not really, but hey, at least it's good looking anyways compared to everything else in my opinion because of all the custom stuff. But anyways, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Let's check out the little book that I have here. I think now I'm just gonna go to sleep for now, but after prestige ones I have to do a bunch more KBD kills. I have to kill mine max 25 times, which is gonna take a huge amount of time. I'm dreading that one. I have to kill Borg 25 times. That as well is going to be just annoying. I really have to lend some gear for my friend Sunfreet, which is just a solo boss, with Perfect King next, which is just a duo boss for me, which I get some kills at, which is fine. Calfight Queen, just annoying. Corp, just annoying. It's just a bunch of annoying stuff that I don't really want to go through just to get this cape here that I can't wear yet, but I will still try because I want to. Let's have prestige ones. Anyways, this is how many keys I have currently. I can buy more actually. Let's do that quickly. I've been just buying keys, by the way, with Aaron, and I'm gonna do a video on it afterwards. The comp. Let's see, 76 keys. I'm hoping that it'll be like 300, to be honest, because of what I'm gonna do soon, which is getting 120 or 200 mil strength, 200 mil defense, range, and magic, which is going to be a bitch. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.